Whispers through the static. Before we begin, if you enjoy scary stories, make sure to subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications. Now, let's step into the darkness. The story, Whispers Through the Static. Ethan Cole had recorded late-night horror videos for years, but something about tonight felt wrong. The air was colder than usual, almost heavy, like the room itself was holding its breath. His small desk lamp flickered as he pressed the red record button. He didn't have a script prepared, until he opened his email and saw a new message from an anonymous sender. The subject line: "Read this on your next video, don't listen to the static." Attached was a single text file. No name, no description, no warning. Ethan raised an eyebrow. Probably a fan-made creepypasta. Perfect for a late-night upload. He opened the file. Inside was a short paragraph. "If you can hear the static, it means it can hear you. If you speak while the static grows louder, it will come closer." Ethan exhaled slowly. Good atmosphere, he thought. He cleared his throat and started reading aloud. Part 1, Something in the Airwaves. The moment Ethan finished the first sentence, a faint static noise drifted from his speakers. BZZ, BZZ. He frowned. His microphone setup was old, sure, but static had never come from the speakers before. He leaned closer, tapping the side of the monitor. The static grew louder. He glanced at the script again. Do not ignore the first warning. The static is its breath. Ethan swallowed hard. He continued reading, pretending he was fine. But the static followed every word he spoke, almost responding, almost breathing with him. Part 2, The Rules of the Static. The story continued. There are 3 signs it is entering your world. First, the lights will dim as it feeds. Second, your reflection will lag behind the movement of your body. Third, you will hear a voice inside the static calling your name. Ethan chuckled nervously. Real original, he whispered to himself. Suddenly the desk lamp buzzed, then dimmed. His hands froze on the keyboard. The room darkened just enough for the shadows to stretch toward him. Then he noticed something worse. On the dark monitor across the room, his blank, powered-off second screen, he saw his reflection. But it wasn't moving. He turned his head to the left. His reflection stayed staring forward. His breath caught in his throat. Okay. That's new, he whispered. Then, BZZ. Ethan, BZZ. He nearly fell out of his chair. The static had spoken his name. He ripped off his headphones, but the sound was still in the room. Not through the speakers, the air itself was vibrating. Part 3, The Visitor Behind the Signal. The script on the screen changed. Letters began typing themselves. Don't look behind you. Ethan backed away slowly. He wasn't stupid, so he didn't turn around. He stared at the monitor, heart racing, breath shaking. More text appeared. It's watching your spine. A cold, freezing pressure crept across the back of his neck, as if something tall and thin was standing inches behind him, leaning close enough to breathe. From the speakers. BZZ. I'm here, BZZ. The static twisted, forming the outline of a voice, broken, distorted, wrong. Ethan squeezed his eyes shut. I didn't mean to read it, he whispered. I'm just making a video. The static interrupted. BZZ. You read. I arrive, BZZ. His lamp flickered violently. His reflection slowly lifted its hand, even though Ethan's hands stayed at his sides. That was enough. He bolted from his chair and ran to the door, but the knob was ice cold. It wouldn't turn. The static filled the room completely now, swirling like a storm. In the dead center of that noise, something whispered. Ethan opened the door. The voice wasn't coming from outside. It was coming from inside the static behind him. And the reflection on the dark monitor slowly smiled. The final transmission. Ethan stumbled backward, grabbing his microphone like it was a weapon. The script flashed one final message on the screen. It only stops when you stop reading. But Ethan had already stopped. Yet the static kept growing. BZZ. His camera recorded everything, the shaking walls, the glitching lights, the whispering reflection. The final thing the microphone picked up was Ethan screaming. Stop the static, please. And then, silence. His chair slowly rolled into frame by itself. The screen froze. The recording stopped. And Ethan's channel uploaded the video automatically, as if something else had pressed the button. The video title, Whispers Through the Static, the last upload. No one ever heard from Ethan again.